years old when the cancer came. His mother Flora lying in that bed of pain. Little Clive knelt down beside her every night and prayed to God to make his mother's sickness right. He believed with all a child's desperate faith that prayer would save her, that God would hear and change her fate. But the days grew darker and his mother weaker still. No answer came from heaven, no miraculous will. She died that Belfast summer, left two broken boys, and Clive looked up at silent heaven with no voice. The God he'd prayed to didn't come through in the end, and the boy decided God was either cruel or just pretend. Flora's death, a 9-year-old's desperate prayers, the silence of heaven when he needed God there. He asked for healing, got a funeral instead, and concluded that God was a magician who left his mother dead. The faith of a child died that summer day, and Clive became the atheist who'd argue God away. His father couldn't comfort, couldn't speak of grief, so Clive locked up his heart and learned to disbelieve. He'd read and think and reason through the years ahead, convinced that prayer was talking to the ceiling, that God was dead. The boy who'd prayed so earnestly at 9 became the Oxford scholar, saying faith was just a lie. But decades later he'd look back and understand that unanswered prayers aren't always a silent hand, that sometimes no is still an answer from above, that God's refusal isn't absence of his love. The grief that made him atheist would later make him whole, when he learned that loss and faith can both exist inside one's soul. Years later, Lewis wrote about the problem of pain, about how suffering and God can both remain. He never said that Flora's death made sense or wasn't real, but he learned that honest doubt is something God can heal. The boy who lost his mother and his faith that day would find both faith and mother waiting, just a resurrection away. Flora's death, a child's unanswered cry, the moment little Clive believed that God was alive. He prayed for healing, heaven seemed to not care, and spent decades convinced no one was there. But the atheist that grief created that summer day would become the Christian who'd show millions to the way. If you lost faith when God said no to what you asked, if unanswered prayer became the grief you couldn't pass, Remember Lewis at 9. Remember Flora's death. Remember even shattered faith can find its way back yet. The hardest snow might be the soil where deeper faith can grow, and the God who let his mother die loved Clive more than he'd know.